Good morning. Here I am back again. Hope everyone's well. It's really good to have some sunshine today, and actually it's quite warm out there, which is really good. It's been so cold, so looking forward to get out in the garden later and pottering around and a bit of weeding and whatever. So hopefully everyone's got lots of plans for the weekend. So great, here we go straight away. That's fantastic. Let me just invite and off we go. Hi Alex, hope you're well. Great to have you here. So we just wait for Anna. There we go. Hello.
Hello!
Another spectacle wearer.
It's just age.
Yes, it is. I had to go for an eye test, and now I've got bifocal. So I'm like,
Yes,
I'm at that age.
me too.
Yeah.
They were very gentle with me. They said, no, it's not bifocals. They're just gently easing you in to the concept.
Yeah, exactly. I was finding it in lockdown when I kept looking down. I was like, oh, this is a bit weird. So yeah. Anyway, if you could introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
Hi, I'm Anna from Quirk Whimsy, and I make and sell unique ceramics and sculpture. I'm trained as a potter, but I have a bit of a weakness for found objects, and I've always loved working with paper. So you're going to get it all.
Excellent. We like that. So why did you set up your business? And also, how did you come up with your business name? I'm quite intrigued.
Yeah, there's a lot in that. There's a lot in that. So the business started about 7 years ago. A friend of mine asked me if I would help her with her part-time creative business.
Yeah.
And we had a fantastic 2 years making together and going out to events and selling. And unfortunately, she then needed to spend more time with her real job. And so I had to make a decision then whether I was going to carry on or maybe get a real job myself, but I didn't like that idea. So yes, I had to rebrand, and the name Quirk and Whimsy. Wow, okay. It's actually really hard to find a name now that, you need the .com, and you need the Gmail, and you need the Facebook and the Instagram and the hashtag, and everybody's already got it. So it is a tricky thing to do, but I settled with Quirk and Whimsy because I just wanted my work to have a sense of fun. And I thought, if I put it in the name, then I'll always have to do that.
Yes. That sounds good.
So
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes I regret it. It's a very long email. So sometimes when I'm typing it out on my phone, I do regret the length of Quirk and Whimsy. But there you go.
But also as well, isn't it? It's that kind of finding you of, like the day we had Jez here, but she's Jez with 3 Zs. So straight away, she's thought about that. She's really easy to find because there's lots of Jez is there, so with having the extra Z, and with yours, it pops up straight away on Instagram.
Yeah, hopefully,
yes. Yeah. We'll find out later, because also, have you got a Facebook shop, Facebook page?
I have an Etsy shop, and it's all, you just have to put hello in front, so it's hello Quirk and Whimsy, cool. And I have a store and a Facebook and Instagram and all of that.
Cool. Because later, when I post it as well, when you go to them, put it onto Facebook, that can be, honestly, I'm like trying to find it, and then because of Facebook, and then there's a space, or there's that, or it's different. That is another ball game.
Yeah, I've tried to avoid underscores.
Oh God, yeah, underscores.
The dreaded underscore.
Oh yeah, we love an underscore. So where are you based, and where is your workspace?
I would love to be in my workshop with you right now, but the Wi-Fi is just not good enough, so I've had to come into the house. But I actually work down there at the end of my garden.
Cool.
In my studio. I always wanted Quirk and Whimsy to be kind of self-sufficient, so I kind of saved all my pennies for the first couple of years, and 2 years ago I managed to build something at the end of my garden, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's pretty grubby and full of clay dust and broken things, but it's got a big old sofa where I can have a nap, so yeah, I love it.
And also probably not having Wi-Fi out there is obviously probably a godsend as well, isn't it? Because then you're not, you can really focus on what you're doing instead of being distracted.
I don't get distracted, and I can't hear the dishwasher and the washing machine and the dogs and the door. I can't hear any of that out there, so it's lovely. Yeah.
I think as well, when I'm doing the promotion and the countdown for the events, I might ask as well for people's, just their workspace. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but I think it's quite nice to go, here's what I make and here's where it comes from as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're actually just working on something ourselves, actually. It's going to be a short little video.
Oh!
it's showing how we work. So it's kind of showing the process of us making and everything, but it's all in our house. But just showing those kind of that, you know, and I think it's really nice to see where you work from and that inspiration. So watch this space.
Well, it's incredibly personal, isn't it? Your space is part of your creativity, really.
Yeah, exactly. It's like going to a shop, isn't it? Like before, when we used to go to a shop, you go into a shop and wow, this is where it all happens. But also now it's kind of we're going behind the scenes to find out more about you. That's what I want to sort of get delve into as such. So have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen it? That's probably a hard one for you.
Such a difficult question. I don't really have a favourite item. No. But I do definitely have a favourite processes. I tend to fall in love with the process of making. Yep. So for me, taking something like really, really disgusting and broken like that hasn't worked for about 30 years, and cleaning it up and turning it into something somebody might want to take home, that is a process that I get a massive buzz from. So I just love taking something that's worthless and giving it some value again. So that's kind of my love.
Yeah, it's really,
I mean, with the ceramics. Sorry, with the ceramics, it's making the clay do something it doesn't really want to do. So I feel like I've won. Yeah. So like with the tea light houses, porcelain doesn't like being flat or square. So when these come out of the kiln in one piece, I'm just like, yes, I've won.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's sort of, you sort of put it in there, don't you, and cross fingers. So yeah, and it's
totally,
yeah, it's really kind of great. I mean, God, doing all of these 10 at 10s, I'm learning so much about the skill and the creativity that goes into something. So it's, you know, here's my product, but actually what the process is and the different, yesterday with Anne, it was really interesting of all the things that go into it. And it's not just a piece of jewelry. There's lots of techniques and things, which is really quite interesting, I do believe. Oh, what happened there? Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right.
That's okay.
No, but you're absolutely right. And one of the things we talk about, you know, later on, I think you're going to ask me about my passions. And one of those is I like to keep my work quite reasonably priced. So particularly with the ceramics, I'm always watching the clock and trying to problem solve so that the processes can mean that I get to a finished product quite as quickly as possible, so that people don't have to pay a phenomenal amount of money for it.
Yeah, and I suppose with your items as well, it's very much that you've taken something, made it so it's very, very unique, isn't it? It's not like you're on a little production.
No, I'm not very good at making the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not great. I'm definitely not a production line.
there is, you know, and I've been talking to people as well, and they've said that, you know, there are certain things they make and they know they sell well and they make a few of them, but it's more of that bespoke thing that they really, really enjoy. The fact that it's that one-off unique thing that nobody else has got, you know, and that's really important as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and occasionally I will really fall in love with one of those items. I had a 1.5 meter long papier-mâché whale in the studio for a while that I'd made, and I got really attached to her. And when she went, I was like, it was always a bit like selling a child, you know.
And it's the same. I know this sounds really bizarre, but sometimes the bow ties that we make, you know, and we had a lovely silver one that went the other day, and it's like bye bye, and you almost spin it.
You kind of think, oh, I should have kept it.
So, have you been working on anything new this year at all? Any inspiration?
Yeah. So 2020, with the lockdown, I became a total workaholic. I just ploughed every hour of every day. I basically moved into the studio. So when 2021 came, I thought, oh, it's probably, I can't maintain this. So I reintroduced myself to my family. I said, hi, I'm the mad artist that's been living at the end of your garden. Also your mum and wife. So it was just like, hi everybody. And I've tried to slow down, which has been great. So I've revisited old sketchbooks, gone back to old ideas, just kind of really spent some time. And it's resulted in me making a book, a children's book, an actual with words and pictures, which I started nearly 10 years ago. So it's been wonderful for me to have that moment of finishing a project that I thought I would never finish.
Wow. And what's the book about?
It's a little children's story
Yeah.
about a journey with a toddler.
Okay.
Because I actually started writing it when my youngest went to secondary school, as a
Okay.
kind of, this is never going to happen again. I never get to walk hand in hand with a small child
Oh,
now. That was it, and the
yeah.
madness that they come out with when you're walking.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. That sounds really good. And I take it that we'll be seeing that at the next event then.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's all
Oh,
promotion now for that. But I mean,
yeah.
I've got other things. So, with people wanting to be creative at home, I created a cut and sew tea towel that looks a bit like this.
Wow.
So
Oh,
you
right.
can buy that,
Okay.
and then you can say that you can sew that at home and make your own.
Oh, fantastic. That's a great idea. So some people might actually buy it and not ever make it, just keep it as a tea towel.
It works very well. It's natural and organic. So yeah, it works perfectly well as a
Yeah.
tea towel.
There's lots of people, isn't it? They kind of, oh, I'm going to do that. And the next minute it's in the cupboard and they never get around to actually making
Yeah,
it.
so you can just clean with it. It's fine. And I'm definitely going to be adding to that range because that was really good fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. And it's just that different sort of thing. And also it's getting other people, yeah, there we go. Amazing. I want one. Of just getting other people to be creative. It's sort of sometimes people think that they can't do certain things. And, you know, it's try
Oh,
it. It doesn't matter. It's what, and it's also, you've
exactly.
made it. Yeah, yeah,
Just take the
exactly.
pressure off yourself and just
Yeah,
enjoy the process. And if you love sewing it, who cares what it looks like at the end? You've
yeah.
loved it, you know. So.
Yeah, it's something that I in 2020 I was going to do, and kind of backfilling now is things that I wanted to do. I wanted to go. I wanted to learn to do some pottery. I want to learn to do
Oh,
some knitting,
yeah.
and so I'm going to do it. You know, so I'll be
Oh,
signing up with
warnings
some.
on the pottery. It
Yeah,
becomes addictive. It
yeah,
gets into
exactly.
you
Yeah,
and you can't stop. But watch the
yeah,
throwdown
yeah.
and get all your tips from there.
Yeah, do you do any workshops at all? Is that something that you
Yeah.
would do? You do? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I
Excellent.
have done right from the beginning because I
Yeah,
love helping other people to create
yeah,
something.
yeah.
So I do ceramics workshops and also workshops in needle felting.
Fantastic. Yes, exactly. The needle ferret. And we had Sarah from SJ Fluff the other
Yeah.
day. So, yeah, I think I'm going to put a little list together, and maybe after we've done all of the 10 at 10s and before that promotion of just getting out there, having some fun with, you know, getting, you know, to show other people that, yeah, look, I can do it. You know, if I can
I
do it,
mean,
then
I
anyone, yeah,
honestly, I
yeah,
honestly believe that sitting around a table with people and creating something together is
yeah.
one of life's great joys. Just
Oh, God,
chatting and
yeah,
having a little
yeah,
drink and making
yeah.
something is great.
I'm there. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna watch this space. Yeah, I will. And I think that's really good. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm going to get a little list together this
You've got to
weekend,
do
and
that.
me and Rob are going to sign up to some workshops and show everyone it can be done. There you
Yes,
go.
do
Rob
it.
said absolutely. So cool. So
Yeah,
we have an ethos. Okay, I bang on about it, but I think it's very, very important about being friendly,
it is.
creative, and unique. Yep. And that's why when I ask, actually, when I'm on the phone to people, I ask them that, are you that as well? Which that's why I'm kind of making sure that everyone's right for it. So have you got like an ethos, a saying or something that gets you through or some? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you, I
There
think
you go.
friendliness is so important. You've just got to be
Sure.
open with people.
Yeah.
And I think your passion comes across then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, I'm really passionate, obviously, about upcycling broken stuff and
Yeah.
recycling. My studio I'm pretty close to being plastic free.
Yeah.
So yeah, recycling packaging, all of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, paper based work
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me. So I work hard to make sure that happens. So yeah, so just yeah, just trying to keep working, keep loving what I do. Because I think if you love what you do, people want to take it home.
Yeah. They do. They do. Yeah. And as I keep saying, you know, when you come to these events, if you see something you like and you know, you're attracted to it, buy it. You know, we were saying the day with
Oh
SJ
yeah, that buzz.
yeah, and if you know, there's something that gives you joy, no matter what it is in life, you know, no matter if it makes you smile and happy, then you know, keep it and you know, put it with your other knickknacks that you have around the house, as I say.
I could not agree more.
Yeah, and they evoke memories too, don't they? You have certain things that you have, and you remember buying them or talking to that
Yeah.
person, and yeah, exactly. So, what are your goals and dreams for this year?
Oh, well, to try and stay slower, definitely.
Yeah,
But I'm so looking forward to getting back to events.
Sure.
I've missed my friends, you know, the other sellers that over the years you make these connections with people and you're kind of on a similar journey because you're both trying to make it work. And so, you know, those people are just the best. They're just, I mean, you know, lots of stall holders and creative people, and they're just the best people. And I really miss them, and I can't wait to get back and say hi to everybody and to meet new buyers. Yeah.
And it is really, really exciting. As in, you know, last year we had 9 businesses. Now we have 40 brand new businesses, including yourself. And it is really, really, 40.
That's great.
You know, it was, you know, and also, you know, thanks to, I keep saying, but Caroline the other day, Thompson, 4 people signed up, and it was you as well. Do you know Caroline? No?
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was,
Yeah, I know Caroline.
That's been, and it's great because, you know, this little network of people that know each other are kind of joining, and we're all, you know, we're all in it together, aren't we? And
we are.
So your goals, and I was going to say, I mean, probably go on to that as well, which I think is really important. And you might say it in the next question, so I won't say anything. And if not, I'll nudge you. I'll nudge you if not. So who is your support network?
The whole work, isn't it? So it's the other sellers, it's my wonderful friends who put up with me going on and on about stuff they don't understand. It's my husband who loads the car for me and doesn't mind the fact that I've forgotten to feed the family again, because my hands are covered in clay and it's just not hygienic, so I can't do that. My daughter is brilliant. She's very creative. She's studying fashion at uni at the moment. And she is my go-to girl if I have to have a decision made creatively. She's great with Instagram, and she's, you know, she's always raring to go for me. So it's lovely.
So does she help you with the Instagram and everything as well?
A number of times I'm just running to her going, I don't understand.
She's
like, just do it, Mum. So when I told her about this, she's like, oh, just do it. You'll be fine.
And she's studying fashion. Where is she studying fashion? Is it?
She's at Nottingham Trent studying fashion at the moment.
I mean, obviously with Rob, he's, you know, now a lecturer at the London College of Fashion. So that's really exciting, and he's getting to, you know, chat with the young generation that are coming forward, which is really, really great. So
it's exciting.
It is exciting, and it's also, you know, I'm learning bits from him that he kind of about this and that. So it kind of helps me in kind of evolving what we're doing as well. And you know, it's really lovely, all the things that he's doing, and I'm working on things, and what do you think of this? So we kind of bounce ideas off each other in both of our professions now.
That's
which is really
very cool.
So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave? And also what I was going to ask is, what other events are you doing as well?
Okay, so a lot of my events, obviously this year, have been online, but I'm starting to do some real ones now, starting next month. I'm so excited. With you guys, I am lucky enough to be at June at Dorking Halls, and in October at Dorking Halls. So that's very exciting for me. But I'm also, my first one is down in Brighton, and I'm trying to decide whether to make a weekend of it. Because who wouldn't, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So tell me about the other two, because, you know, I'm one of those people that, you know, I think as well, you know, you've got 2 coming up as well, haven't you? So tell us a bit more about those guys, because I think
they're called Craft and Flea, and the reason I love exhibiting with them is they choose the most gorgeous venues. So they're all over the country, right up into kind of right up north. And they choose, you know, cathedrals and industrial buildings. And they just get a lovely mix. Like yourself, they're passionate about getting a really good mix of people so that the customer has got an amazing choice.
And in Brighton, whereabouts is it in Brighton?
It's St Bartholomew's Church, which is it's a giant of a building. It just kind of rises like a huge arc over Brighton.
Sure. And then Guildford, you're in the cathedral, aren't you?
Yeah, in the cathedral. Well, that place has got underfloor heating, so I really like it there.
Well, to be honest, you know, the dates. So Brighton is the 15th of May, and Guildford 29th of May. So I will probably pop down and say hello.
Oh, that'd be so exciting! I'd love to see you.
Definitely, I love Brighton as it is anyway. So, and we've exhibited in lots of places in Brighton and things. So it'd be nice to. So the guys at Craft and Flea, I might get in contact with them to say hello and whatever. I think it's,
Yeah,
you know, it's really great about, you know, working together as well. You know, what they're doing is great. I know some other people who are exhibiting at the Guildford one as well. So, you know, come along to say hello to you and other people. And just
there's
to
a
get
nice
that,
crowd.
yeah, exactly. It's all about, you know, a friend of mine, Emma, she's Silver by the Button. It's community, not competition. And if we can, you know, work together. And also, if there's anyone that I see that I like, then next year, if they want to get involved, then that's how we do it. And Craft and Flea come along and whatever. It's all about also having those other events as well. So, you know, anyone else is looking for events, you know, Craft and Flea, they come highly recommended, I'd say. So, you know, and great locations. Sorry, my cat is going crazy out there at the moment. Sorry.
I've had to bribe my son to take my dogs out because they would be a pain.
Yeah. The cat was in the window, and I said, "You have to move." And then she's because there's a big white Tom out the front, so she's giving me what for now. Anyway, so lovely. So last question is, why did you choose to work with Curated by Dapper Suave?
Well, obviously you're brilliant, Jason, aren't you? So I've been watching you on Instagram for a bit. And looking at the other 10 at 10s and seeing faces that I recognised and seeing how you're interacting with people. And then we had a little chat on the phone, or quite a long chat on the phone. And I just think you're creating something really special. You know, you're putting time and effort into curating events. You're choosing people carefully. And that means so much to us as sellers that we're part of something special, but also to the buyers, because they know they can come back and always find something new and exciting, and that's what you're providing for them. So I'm really excited to be part of that.
And it's really great. I mean, God, the other day, all the work that goes into this, I thought, how did I ever have a full-time job? But you know, it's really bizarre that I'm throwing everything into this, you know. And you know, at the moment we've just done a whole big press release that's gone out and things like that, so I'm now working on that, all the publications. So it's really good, because what I actually get is the ticket sales for June. Obviously every Monday I get a report, and later on I'll be sharing that, so I can see how many tickets are sold, which is really great. So later on, once waiting today as well for everyone, so anyone who hasn't, please sign in your preparation event form, because what that does is then that allows us to find out how many people and how long it takes you, and then we can start planning.
I've done
June.
mine.
Yeah, I know you've done yours. Yeah, it's just a couple of people just need a slight nudge. I think for some people they're thinking, well, I'm doing Christmas, but we still just need that so we can plan of the room, because obviously we've got to get 42 people in the room and also space them out and everything as well. Make sure that it is a curated event, that there's that mix and we're all mixed around accordingly in the room, which is a big job as well. And then we start the countdown and things like that, which is really good. So really exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is really exciting, and I'm really excited to just working on my workshop thing that I'm going to be doing. So I always years and years ago, I remember a couple of years ago, I wanted to do workshops in person and, you know, come along to a room and do all of that. So that's what I'm kind of doing, and I'm going to, you know, that is something that I want to work on, so that these new businesses, we can, you know, make it very small, intimate, but they can then learn about how their Instagram, how they set up their store, all the top tips and everything. And I think, you know, and also it's something that we can then use for the new people, so they know what Curated is now about, and then going back to the people before and just saying, this is kind of how we kind of work now, and just really fining it, if you know what I mean, fine tuning it, just to make sure that it's a real top-notch 21st century event. So little things that, you know, have to change, you know, that the whole how your stall's set, making sure that everything is under the table, everything is clear, tidy, you know, all of that. I'm really making sure your tablecloth covers everything, you know, making sure that you're thinking outside the box. Really kind of, people walk in the room and go, oh wow, this is a table, but they've done this or they've done that.
Well, those little things make such a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think people respond really well to it.
Yeah, you know, and the whole thing as well, you know, one thing that I learned as well, you know, the visual merchandising, you know, of course, the things that we had to do and set up the windows with the products in French Connection. It wasn't just all the mannequins, and then you'd have to send it to head office. And no, you have to do the shoelace a certain way, and you have to do that. And then you do the windows for the home and how that would look to entice people in. So it's all about enticing people to your table. Wow. And then ka-ching.
Well, I've got a lot of friends that sell kind of vintage and bricant, and they call it faffing. So that is the official term is faffing.
Faffing. There was a lovely, lovely lady we interviewed on my special. As you all know, I'm very fond of Sally from Lona and the Lane and Me to 80. And she does a lot of things, and her work, and I said to her, she's faffing, and she laughs about it because she'll be set up this beautiful table with everything and whatever, and I said, you're just faffing. But faffing is a great
but you have to faff, because otherwise
faff.
It doesn't look right.
Faffing, and I've seen some people when they set up their store, and it has to be, you know, they've taken photos, they get their tape measure out, it all has to look perfect. I love sometimes that's just really quite sweet, actually.
There are not enough hours before an event to faff. Just aren't.
A faffing. Let's all faff. I'm gonna. That's it. Let's all faff. We need to make it into a song. There we go. Let's all faff. Faffing around. So we're back tomorrow, as I say. Can't get rid of me. Right. Bank holiday Monday, and then I'll go silent for a bit, and then it will and then lots of other bits in between, and then
you're doing such a good job. They're really great to watch.
Thank you. They are. I'm really enjoying the people that pop in. I sit and watch it each evening as well, because at the moment, as I'm looking at you, you're just covered in comments and smiley faces and everything. So it's really nice to watch it later.
Probably a good thing.
So hopefully today James Dean is showing. I wanted a sort of James Dean is showing there.
Oh, I wanted to put a t-shirt on, but it reverses everything.
Oh God,
there
he is.
I've got a Strong Girls Club t-shirt I really wanted to put on, but it's always backwards, so I didn't.
It is, isn't it, with Instagram? So we're back tomorrow at 10 o'clock with Maddie, and she's from Also the Bison. Interesting name.
Brilliant.
I'm looking forward why she's named that, which I think is really cool, isn't it? So back tomorrow. And as you say with Anna, her video go up after this, so go along, have a look at what she does, and you'll see her in June with everyone else. Really, really, really great to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
And to see you in June. Oh, Ruth's Little Kitchen. Hello, Ruth.
See you in
just
June.
joined now. Ruth, you can come and watch this later. Nice to see you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.